Today we are going to delve into one of the most powerful forces that hold us back from achieving greatness: doubt. It's a sneaky little voice that creeps in and makes us question our worth, our abilities, and our dreams. But here's the truth. Doubt is not our enemy. It's simply a sign that we are stepping into the unknown, and with the right mindset we can learn how to silence it. So let's explore 5 rules to silence your doubts and reclaim the confidence that is rightfully yours. Rule number 1. Understand that doubt is natural. The first step to silencing doubt is realizing it's a part of being human. Every successful person you admire has faced doubt, but they didn't let it control them. Doubt, in moderation, can be a sign that you care deeply about your success. Instead of fighting it, acknowledge its presence, but don't give it power over your actions. When you understand doubt is just a part of the journey, you can take its sting away. Rule number 2. Replace doubt with affirmations. Now let's talk about the power of affirmations. Affirmations are not just empty words. They are tools that help reprogram your mind. When you replace self-doubt with words like, "I am capable," "I am worthy," or "I have everything I need," you are taking control of your thoughts. Remember, the language you use shapes your reality. Choose your words wisely, and they will guide you toward a place of self-belief. Rule number 3. Take action, even if it's small. When doubt creeps in, the best way to neutralize it is by taking action. Doubt loves to grow when we stay still, waiting for the perfect moment. But there is no such thing as the perfect moment. There is only the present. Even a small step forward can shift your focus from fear to progress. Take one action, no matter how small it seems, and watch how it quiets the voice of doubt. Rule number 4. Surround yourself with positive energy. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in either feeding or silencing your doubts. Seek out those who uplift you, who believe in your dreams, and who remind you of your potential. Negative influences only amplify doubt. Your tribe should be filled with individuals who encourage you, challenge you, and most importantly, hold space for your growth. In a supportive environment, doubt doesn't stand a chance. Rule number 5. Trust the process. Lastly, trust the process. Growth is never a straight line, and doubt will come and go. But every step, every mistake, and every mistake in every victory is part of your unique journey. When you trust that everything you experience has a purpose, it's easier to move forward with confidence. Believe that the path is unfolding exactly as it should, and know that doubt is just a temporary visitor. Keep going, and trust that each day brings you closer to your destination. Silencing your doubts is not about eliminating them entirely. It's about mastering them. By acknowledging doubt, replacing it with affirmations, taking action, surrounding yourself with the right people, and trusting the process, you will gain the strength to move beyond it. Remember, you are powerful, and the only limits you have are the ones you allow doubt to impose. Reclaim your confidence and let your actions speak louder than your doubts ever could. Doubt is one of the most powerful emotions we encounter in our journey toward success. It often appears when we are on the verge of something important, something new, or something significant. It's the voice in your head that whispers, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" Or, "What if you fail?" Or, "Maybe you're not good enough." This voice, while uncomfortable, is universal. Every successful person has experienced it. If you haven't experienced it today, eventually life will expose you to it. But here's the thing. Doubt, in its essence, is not an enemy. It's a natural, inevitable part of being human. The problem arises when we allow doubt to take root in our minds and control our actions. In order to silence doubt, we first need to understand its purpose. The first step is to realize that doubt often comes from a place of fear, not of actual incapacity. It's the part of us that doesn't want to fail, the part that wants to protect us from hurt, embarrassment, or disappointment. At its core, doubt is a survival mechanism. It's there to ensure that we consider the risks and think things through before taking bold steps. But while this instinctual caution is important, it can also become a hindrance if we allow it to overshadow our confidence. Doubt is often triggered when we are stepping outside our comfort zone or taking on something new. It arises when we are facing the unknown, and that uncertainty breeds fear. The key to silencing doubt lies in recognizing that feeling uncertain or afraid is a sign of growth. The fact that you are questioning yourself means you are about to break free from the familiar and venture into new territory. This is where true transformation occurs. One way to embrace doubt rather than fear it is by acknowledging that it doesn't have to dictate our actions. We have the power to choose how we respond to it. Instead of letting doubt control our behavior, we can choose to step forward with courage and confidence despite the fear. It's important to realize that doubt doesn't necessarily mean you're unqualified, incapable, or destined to fail. Rather, it simply means you're challenging yourself, which is a good thing. It's a sign that you're pushing your limits and growing into a better version of yourself. We also need to understand that doubt isn't something that can be eliminated completely, nor should it be. If we didn't have some measure of doubt, we would risk becoming overconfident, taking reckless actions, or disregarding valuable lessons that could help us improve. A little bit of doubt serves as a check, ensuring that we stay grounded and thoughtful in our decisions. The problem comes when we let it paralyze us, when we let it keep us from taking any action at all, or when we become so consumed by it that it prevents us from reaching our full potential. To silence doubt, we must first make peace with it. We need to accept that it's a part of every significant venture, every new challenge. Instead of viewing doubt as something to fear or avoid, we can choose to see it as an invitation for growth. Every time doubt arises, it's a reminder that we're on the edge of something new and potentially transformative. The next time doubt creeps in, instead of retreating or abandoning your goal, embrace it. Use it as a sign that you are stepping into new territory and preparing to achieve something incredible. Another sign that it is time to retire is when you hear the syllable of. In fact, every great achievement in history has been preceded by doubt. Those who've reached the highest levels of success are not immune to fear. What sets them apart is their ability to acknowledge doubt without allowing it to paralyze them. They push through it, even when they don't feel completely sure of themselves. They act in spite of doubt, and as a result, they achieve things that seemed impossible. So the next time you feel doubt creeping in, remember that it is not a signal of your inadequacy, but a reminder that you are on the path to something great. Recognizing doubt as a natural part of the process will help you navigate it without being consumed by it. With the right mindset, doubt can become a catalyst for growth and change, rather than an obstacle to your success. When doubt begins to creep into our minds, it often does so by magnifying our fears and insecurities. In those moments, we are faced with a critical choice. We can either allow those doubts to control us, or we can use the power of positive affirmations to reshape our mindset and reinforce our belief in ourselves. Positive affirmations are not simply empty words or motivational phrases. They are deliberate, purposeful declarations that rewire our thinking and create a foundation of self-belief. They act as a counterforce to the negative thoughts that doubt generates, and they help us move past the mental barriers that hold us back. Affirmations, when practiced consistently and with intention, have the ability to transform the way we view ourselves and our potential. The reason affirmations are so effective is because they engage our subconscious mind. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful, and what we think about ourselves on a deep, internal level shapes the reality we experience. If we are constantly thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," we are reinforcing those beliefs, and they begin to manifest in our actions and outcomes. However, when we replace those negative beliefs with positive affirmations, we begin to reprogram our minds to align with a more empowering and constructive way of thinking. The first step in using affirmations to silence doubt is to create statements that speak directly to your strengths, your capabilities, and your potential. It's important that these affirmations are specific to you and resonate with your individual goals and desires. For example, if you're doubting your ability to succeed in a new venture, an affirmation such as, "I have the skills and the perseverance to succeed," can serve as a powerful reminder of your inner resources. The more you repeat this affirmation, the more you will internalize it, and the less power doubt will have over you. Affirmations serve as a powerful tool for silencing doubt because they help us shift our internal narrative. When doubt arises, it often does so by triggering old, negative beliefs about ourselves. Affirmations break that cycle by consciously redirecting our thoughts toward the positive, reinforcing our sense of self-worth, and empowering us to take the necessary steps forward even when we feel uncertain. By using affirmations, we reclaim our power and our belief in our potential, and in doing so, we reduce the impact of doubt on our lives. The more we practice this technique, the more resilient we become, and the more equipped we are to face challenges with confidence and clarity. Once you are ready to take on the world, when doubt starts to take hold of our minds, it often leaves us feeling frozen, unsure of what to do next. The fear of failure, the uncertainty of the outcome, and the pressure of making the wrong decision can make us hesitate and stay in our comfort zones. However, one of the most effective ways to silence doubt is by taking action, even if it's just a small step forward. Action has a remarkable power to transform the way we feel and think about ourselves, and it can break the grip that doubt has on our lives. The relationship between action and doubt is quite profound. Doubt thrives in the space of inaction. When we don't take action, our minds have the time and space to amplify our fears and insecurities. We overthink, we second-guess ourselves, and we imagine worst-case scenarios. However, when we take even a small step forward, we shift our focus from fear to progress. This shift is incredibly powerful because it forces us to move beyond our doubts and towards our goals. Taking action, no matter how small, serves as evidence to our minds that we are capable of making things happen. Often, when we feel doubt creeping in, it's because we're focused on the end result, on the big picture. We look at the magnitude of what we're trying to achieve and become overwhelmed by the idea of how far we have to go. But when we break down our goals into smaller, manageable tasks, the weight of the journey becomes much lighter. Instead of thinking about how far you still have to go, you focus on what you can do right now, in this moment. That small step can be anything: a phone call, an email, a piece of research, or even just writing down your thoughts. It doesn't have to be big, but it must be consistent. Taking action in the face of doubt also helps build momentum. The more action we take, the more we prove to ourselves that we are capable of moving forward, even when we're unsure. This momentum, even if it starts slow, begins to outweigh the fear and doubt. With each small success, no matter how insignificant it may seem at the time, we build our confidence and diminish the power of doubt. The next time you face a bad decision, even when we build our confidence and diminish the power of doubt, over time, the more we act, the less hold doubt will have on us, because we'll have developed the habit of pushing through fear. Another reason action is so effective in silencing doubt is that it forces us to focus on the present moment. Often, doubt arises when we start projecting into the future, imagining scenarios that may never come to pass. We worry about all the things that could go wrong, and that fear prevents us from moving forward. But when we focus on taking the next step, just the next one, we ground ourselves in the present. We stop worrying about the entire journey and focus on what we can do right now. This shift in focus is incredibly powerful because it takes away the overwhelming nature of doubt and places the emphasis on progress, no matter how small. In addition to reducing the power of doubt, Action also brings clarity. Often we fear the unknown because we don't know what will happen or how things will turn out. But the only way to get answers is to take action. Taking the first step gives us valuable feedback. We may encounter obstacles, we may make mistakes, but those experiences will teach us what works and what doesn't. The more action we take, the more we learn, and the clearer our path becomes. Without taking that initial action, we remain stuck in a place of uncertainty, where doubt can continue to flourish. It's important to remember that the fear we often feel before taking action is normal. It's a natural response to stepping out of our comfort zones. But the key is not to let that fear stop us. Fear will always be present in some form when we pursue something meaningful. But instead of waiting for the fear to go away, we can choose to take action despite it. As we do, we become more accustomed to discomfort, and we build resilience. Over time, taking action becomes easier because we realize that doubt and fear don't have the power to stop us. The fear of failure is another significant factor that feeds doubt. But here's the truth. Failure is not the end. It's part of the process. When we take action, even if we fail, we gain valuable lessons that propel us forward. We learn what didn't work, and that knowledge brings us closer to success. The more we accept that failure is a natural and necessary part of growth, the less we let doubt control our actions. Action is the antidote to doubt. It's the bridge between fear and success. The more we take action, even in small ways, the more we dismantle the power of doubt. By focusing on progress instead of perfection, and by trusting ourselves to make the best decisions in the moment, we begin to silence doubt and move closer to our goals. Every action we take, no matter how small, is a step toward overcoming fear, building confidence, and achieving the success we deserve. One of the most powerful ways to silence doubt is to surround yourself with people who believe in you and support your vision. The company we keep plays a significant role in shaping our mindset, attitudes, and behaviors. When we are around people who lift us up, encourage us, and push us to be better, it becomes much easier to overcome doubts and stay focused on our goals. Positive, supportive relationships act as a shield against the negativity that doubt often brings, and they remind us of our capabilities when we may not see them ourselves. We are naturally influenced by the people around us, whether we realize it or not. Our thoughts and emotions can be easily swayed by the energy and attitudes of the individuals we spend time with. If we are surrounded by people who are pessimistic, doubtful, or critical, it becomes harder to maintain a positive mindset. Negative energy can be contagious, and it can easily seep into our own thought processes, amplifying the doubts and fears we're already experiencing. On the other hand, when we surround ourselves with people who are positive, motivated, and confident, we begin to adopt those qualities as well. Their belief in us can help to strengthen our belief in ourselves, creating an environment that fosters growth, empowerment, and success. Building a strong support network starts with identifying the people who genuinely have our best interests at heart. These are the individuals who encourage us, not just when things are easy, but especially when we're struggling. They are the ones who remind us of our potential when we doubt ourselves, and who challenge us to keep going even when the road gets tough. It's important to note that not all relationships are built to provide this kind of support. So, there may be people in our lives who, although they mean well, may unintentionally reinforce our doubts through their own fears and insecurities. In these situations, it's important to set boundaries and limit the amount of time we spend with individuals who drain our energy or exacerbate our self-doubt. In contrast, those who genuinely believe in us offer a different kind of influence. They see our potential and remind us of our strengths, even when we're too consumed by doubt to see them ourselves. This kind of positive reinforcement acts as a reminder that we are not alone in our journey, and that others have faith in our abilities, even when we struggle to maintain that faith ourselves. Their support helps to drown out the negative voice of doubt, replacing it with encouragement and belief. It's also important to seek out mentors and role models who inspire us and help guide us on our path. Mentors are individuals who have walked a similar journey and can offer wisdom, advice, and perspective. They help us avoid common pitfalls, challenge our limiting beliefs, and provide practical strategies for success. A mentor's belief in us can be incredibly powerful, especially when we are feeling uncertain. They remind us that doubt is a natural part of the process and that it's possible to push through it with the right mindset and support. In addition to the emotional support that comes from being around positive people, our social network can also provide valuable resources and opportunities. When we connect with others who share similar goals, we open ourselves up to new ideas, perspectives, and opportunities. Collaboration and networking can help us move past the limitations that doubt imposes on us. By surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals, we not only find encouragement, but we also gain access to the collective knowledge, skills, and experiences that can propel us forward. It's also worth noting that the people we surround ourselves with should challenge us to grow. A true support system doesn't just affirm our beliefs, it pushes us to be better and do better. The right people will challenge us to step outside of our comfort zones, face our fears, and take risks. They will help us confront our doubts head-on and encourage us to take action, even when we feel unsure. Growth often requires discomfort, and a supportive environment is one that encourages us to embrace that discomfort rather than shy away from it. As we build our network of support, it's important to also recognize that we have the power to be a positive influence on others. The more we surround ourselves with uplifting individuals, the more we become that kind of person for those around us. By offering encouragement, belief, and support to others, we not only strengthen our own mindset, but also contribute to creating a positive, empowering environment for everyone involved.